everyone has their price. But what would you give in exchange for an afterlife worth of fame? When Malik takes a job as a night security guard to protect a painting linked to the deaths and successes of many famous artists, he must decide if he is prepared to make the same deal they did with a creature that haunts this famous painting. I'm Hannah, and this is Hordes of Horror. Okay, I am not gonna lie. Did I pick this movie because the monster in it kind of looks like Chatterer from Hellraiser? Maybe. Little bit. I just want to say, I know nothing about this movie. I found it completely by accident when I was browsing for like physical media on Music Magpie, saw the cover for it and was like, ooh, this looks kind of interesting. And then it was on Amazon Prime for free if you have a Prime subscription. So that's always nice. Oh my god, we have the same alarm. That's cool.
Oh shit.
I swear, if anyone else has got that alarm, you hear that, even when you're not asleep, and you instantly are like... Wait, her name badge says valued employee since 2001. This movie was made in 2022. Oh, the same job for 21 years. That sounds like hell. 21 years in a retail job, though. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, that is the most unappealing looking ready meal that I think I've ever seen in anything. Like, oh, it's brown sludge and pasta. Oh, what a coincidence. You lose your job, your roommate is an actual arsehole, and now you've got a better job. Oh. I'm very suspicious as to why such a well-known artist would want to exhibit in a non-profit gallery that doesn't have security. Like, instantly I'm suspicious of this. Oh, of course it comes with a hat. It's not a legit security job if your hat doesn't say security on it. Is this going to be a movie full of jump scares? Like, is that what we're going to go with? Because jump scares are so cheap. Like, to quote Steven Spielberg, once you jump scare your audience, they'll never trust you again, and they're then waiting for a second jump scare for the rest of the film. As if the box is saying, open me. It's very Hellraiser. I knew that there was going to be... The fact that the villain looks like Chatterer, and I just need Pinhead to say, the box, you opened it. And then, I'm happy. I'm happy. The box spoke back. Okay. No, at no point does a box that is sealed shut talk to you and you think, let me just open it. Let me release the thing that spoke to me. No. It's going to be the painting. I'm putting money on it. I stake everything in my bank account, like all under £5, that this is just the painting. I guess I get to keep the £5 in my bank account. That makes me feel better. Is it now going to live in his phone? Because that would be hilarious. Like, if anybody's ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the episode in season 1 or 2, I want to say season 1, where they accidentally scan the book in and it goes in, and it's like the monster basically comes to life because they read the book. I've googled it. It's the episode in season 1 of Buffy, episode 8, called I, Robot Eugene, and the guy becomes obsessed with Willow. Okay, so he gets to live out his dream of being an artist, or being haunted by a man made of smoke in a top hat. Fair trade, I guess. See, I'm regretting now googling what the episode was from Buffy because I've got the song Tarzan and Jane stuck in my head. You know, that song from the 90s, which really hasn't aged well. But if you were ever a child in the 90s, then you will have remembered hearing that song at party. Chatterer said, "How dare you be a cheap imitation of my work?" No. Okay, it kind of sucks. The monster's voice just sounds like it's done through a distortion filter that you can get in any sort of video audio software editor. Like, you could get it on your phone. So, that kind of sucks. Sucks a lot, to be honest. He looks like if you took Chatterer from Hellraiser and the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, but he couldn't open his face, and smash them together, you've got this guy. Are we forming a blood pact? No. Blood, sweat and tears, says the Chatterer Demogorgon hybrid man, who speaks like John Kramer from Saw. Show me what you painted. Please show me what you painted. There was nothing on that piece of paper a second ago because you could see through it, and now it's a different piece of paper. What?
Whoa. I have him out front.
If this guy is trying to mop the paintings, mop, by the way, if you don't know, is a queer expression that comes from drag culture, and it means to steal. I used to work with drag queens, so.
Seen the wrong one.
This is literally nothing.
Yeah. I'm expecting this guy to just be like, and take all of the paintings.
You know what? By the way,
I really just wanted him to look up the stairs
like worse than
and have the monster guy just being like, Lou! That's right. Speak to the Senegorgon. No, mate, you want the money that comes with what he can teach you. It's Hellraiser. Excuse me, I'm eating guac and chips. It's Hellraiser. You made a deal, and now you're gonna be. Everyone around you is gonna be punished. That's gotta be his roommate. It has to be. His roommate didn't even touch him. Here it is.
There's not a lot of.
Oh, he's gonna get eviscerated, isn't he? Like, his entrails are gonna get ripped out. Here's Freddy! It's like the bath scene, but that way. Yeah! Get him! Get him! Get him, Mr. Senegorgon! Like, there's so many Hellraiser references in this. But they're like knockoff budget Hellraiser references. Yeah, I'm getting the labyrinth from Hellraiser meets the upside down from Stranger Things. So thanks, your jump scare didn't work there. I'm going to continue to eat my guac and chips. Wait. It wants to be Hellraiser so bad. It does. Like, rather than them disappearing to the labyrinth, like, they get stuck in pictures. Ah, it really is Hellraiser meets Stranger Things. Mate, you wanted this. You nearly killed the roommate, rightly so, because what a dickhead he was. But this is the deal you wanted. So I don't understand why you're now suddenly having, like, second doubts. That's not even a term. Why you're having these, like, cold feet. That's one. That's what I'm thinking. Why is this movie trying so hard to beat other successful franchises? What is this montage? Like, there's just one person going, like, hell for leather on a violin somewhere. Well, clearly that's not just painted in his own blood, is it? If he's painted his own version to hang on the wall, I am not going to be surprised in the slightest at this movie anymore. Oh, he's pasted his walls with it. What's this guy, like, army training to get in? Jesus Christ. Okay, that was very dramatic for absolutely nothing to happen. Like, what was the point of the music build-up then? I can't with this movie. I can't, like... Can we decide what we want to be? Can we go with it? And can I please have more of the Senegorgon actually showing up visually? Rather than just talking down his... down a dictaphone. Oh, we're going back to the upside down. Yeah, we are. Please tell me you're not going to bring in the painter that he likes that killed herself. We're not going to do it this way, are we? Okay, this is more of what I wanted from this movie. Like, if these are to be pictures of everybody that has fallen victim to the Senegorgon, I'm still going to keep calling him that because he's a, you know, a hybrid of the two, then that is at least something. I called it. I fucking called it. Oh god, it's painfully predictable.
I was a painter.
Yes, we know.
I know all about you.
I can't. Is he supposed to free all of these people and then magically they're going to come back to life in the real world? No.
Don't make the same mistakes we did.
Oh, this montage hurts. It's so loud. Ow. Here's the problem though, mate, and I'm gonna quote the Boulet brothers here. Art is subjective. So what one person might see as a masterpiece, somebody else might think is absolute garbage. And that is the same for any kind of creative outlet. Oh, and his pictures are in a space gallery. Of course they are. What is this? Oh, it's so dumb! As if his head just randomly fell off! I have to compose my thoughts after this. Oh, it's not going to be good. If this is the very end of the movie, not satisfied. This movie, it wasn't good, but I can tell you where I think that this movie could be improved, which is why I'm not actually going to be giving this movie a 1-star rating. I want to talk about the plot first and where I think that could be improved, because the plot is the number one thing that is ruining this movie for me. Keep the idea of the blood pact that is formed with the Senegorgon, which is what I'm going to continue to call it because it doesn't actually get given a name in this. It's just the artist's name that it's referred to, which is kind of dumb. If you insist on continuing to make this movie like Hellraiser, change the blood pact slightly and have it that the price that you have to pay to the Senegorgon, because I'm going to continue to call him that, is the price of human life, but have it that it is another human life that you have to sacrifice, and it has to be the Senegorgon that takes that life in exchange. The paintings that you would then paint should be done with the sacrifice's blood, and the very last lesson that you want in exchange should then be your own life in exchange for it, because it adds a much higher value on the artist. It starts off with selfish motivations and then evolves into something else, like, do you see your life or fame as more valuable? This then adds a much darker connection to the space gallery, whatever that was, that every single picture that you then see, you know that everyone in it has had to make the same decisions, and they have willingly exchanged other humans for lessons from the Senegorgon, and in the end have decided that fame is more valuable to them than their own lives. Speaking of the Senegorgon, give me more Senegorgon. Like, make him this, like, benevolent entity that only Malik can see, and have him be in, like, shadows and darkness, and have him being this, like, constant presence that is pushing constantly for that next, like, for the next sacrifice. His design, though, no, it's the original Demogorgon from Stranger Things with his mouth shut. Like, he's got the same hands and claws. He's then got Chatterer's teeth from the original Hellraiser 1 and 2, and he's then wearing Slenderman's suit. So he's just a mashup of, like, these, like, popular pop culture references. To top it off, you've then given him John Kramer's voice from the Saw franchise, which just made it that little bit, like, bassier. No. It's a movie that talks about art and the culture that surrounds art, so I don't understand why they didn't decide to do something inspired by, say, surrealism art and go with something that looks like a Salvador Dali piece or a Frida Kahlo or Picasso or any of these massive names that anybody knows before watching the movie, and have something that represents the world and what this thing is supposed to represent. I mean, it's artists that are selling their souls to some degree for fame and fortune. The acting is fine. The sound is way too loud at some moments, which takes you out of it. The lighting is nothing particularly special, and clearly somebody got a job lot of red LEDs at one point because they put them all in one room at one point. It kind of looks like a developing room for photography. But with its plot being so non-committal, it just makes the rest of the movie feel so meh. And there isn't a standout moment where you can be like, oh, this was cool, I can recommend this movie to somebody because I think that they would like this bit. But it lacks that moment, so I can't tell you who I would recommend this movie to, because anybody with similar tastes to me is gonna have the same opinion. But my final rating for Painted in Blood is 1.5 stars, and that is because if the things that I've mentioned were taken into account and changed, then I do think that the movie would be better. And I tend to save my 1-star ratings for movies where I don't think that they can be redeemed in any kind of way. So there you have it. There are my thoughts and my reaction for Painted in Blood from 2022. If you've also seen this movie, I would be very interested to know what your thoughts are on this movie, because clearly I didn't have a good time watching this movie. So hopefully next time will be better. But until next time, bye.